So this is happening today. It's a little scary, but Duncan's here. I never fear, Duncan is here. I got the fridge. This delicate copper tubing. Duncan, the master, has drilled the hole in the icebox, and we are feeding the hose through the hole. Yay, Duncan, my hero! Well, that was hot and scary. The evaporator's in the icebox now. Oh my God, you did it!
Mm-hmm.
You're a genius. Genius, man. Genius.
Not tight.
And we got the thermostat in there. We're just gonna mark the holes and drill them. We make it sound like, this is so easy. Fridge is in. Well, okay, the evaporator's in. And Duncan is down here working on the wiring. Bless his little heart. Houston, we have fridge. Hear that sound? Duncan's last day. So I'm trying to show him a good time. We brought him out here to the back side of the island, to the beautiful beach. And it is a perfect day at the beach. And we're going snorkeling. Snorkeling. Okay, so the boat is a little bit more of a mess than it was before. It's been worse, but I have put the table down because I am making my rigging right now, which is very exciting. And I'm excited to get it off the settee and get it onto the boat. You may recall that the mast was held up by these wires with these metal fittings on them. Well, they are going to be replaced, I decided, with synthetic rope, otherwise known as, well, this particular kind is Dyneema. It's Dyneese ducks, this stuff. And I got all the fittings from Caligo Marine. Thank you very much. They're awesome. The customer service is particularly outstanding. And I love these little fittings because they are so sweet. They're so soft and anodized, and they're black and, you know, super sexy boat jewelry. So what has to be done is an eye splice, and I will show you one. This is one of my lower shrouds. I started with the lowers because they're the shortest, and I thought if I screwed up it would be easier to fix with the short ones. So this is a forward lower, and this is going on the mast on those little cheeky tangs. Okay, you go. Perfect. Okay. Put this one in here. Get it nice and taut. I love how the stuff fits real nice in these Terminators. It's really super nice hardware. I'm loving this hardware. And they're so pretty black and anodized and all that stuff. Super cool. Come on. Come on, you know you want to. There you go. This one's going to be nice and tight, hopefully. Okay, feeling pretty good about that. Nice and taut. All right, 1/4 inch. There. Okay, marked a 1/4 inch. Take this fitting out. Pull this through. Open the weave. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Make this hole big enough. And the hole is not big enough. Make this hole a little bigger. Pass this through. Easy peasy like. And invert the hole. Takes a little working. There we go. And not this way. Went in this way. Alright. So, this is the way I want to go back in. The top. Can make the hole bigger, like a lot bigger. Okay. A twist. Big enough to hold that. I'm going to take the loop, pinch it down, and stick it back through the big one. And Bob's your uncle. Pretty nice. So this passes through this, and then this passes through right. Yeah. Okay, so the next step is to measure out the length of the berry. And I have all this complicated mathematics all done over here. But the length of the berry for this 9mm line is 25.5 inches. So, take my handy dandy tape measure. Thank you, Larry. And 25.5 inches. This over here. Okay, 25.5 inches is the amount of rope that we need to bury. The berry is like a big part of the strength. The stuff is extremely strong and difficult to cut, and they recommend a ceramic knife, which I got for this express purpose. And you want to cut it at a 45 and have it end at the mark. You can see that it's even with the ceramic, very sharp ceramic, brand new ceramic knife. It still takes a little sawing to cut through, but there we go. Because we're going to bury this inside this as a get into the middle of this hollow braid, like so. Ish. If you get this right, it goes really smoothly. The key is to go slowly and push firmly and hold it straight. Because you don't want it to exit, you want it to go straight through the middle. That's where your berry's gonna go. There we go. Whoops. Pay attention. Make this hole nice and large. Start again. And stay in the middle. It goes so sweet. Stuff is really, really nice to work with. So when I first was looking at Harmony and I knew she was going to need standing rigging, I knew about this synthetic rigging and I wanted to do it. But I subsequently got talked out of it for various reasons. The reasons that people don't use the stuff is because these fittings are expensive and the line is also expensive. And most people have metal fittings on their wire that are reusable. So they want to reuse them, of course, because they're expensive. But Harmony's fittings were, a lot of them were no good. They were, I found some stainless that was cracked. There was a bronze turnbuckle that was bent. And because of the damages that she endured, I just didn't feel good about any of those pieces. So I wanted to replace everything anyway. So I called Caligo and asked for a quote. And when I got the quote, I was pleasantly surprised that it was actually pretty close in line with what it would be to replace all the metal stuff and the wire and everything. So because it was so close, it was within a few $100s, I think. I just really like the idea of working with line instead of wire. I've worked with the wire before and I did not enjoy it. And I'm so glad that I made this decision because I really like working with this line. It's really pleasant to work with and it's, you know, I just feel good about it. And if something, you know, happens, I can carry extra line, God forbid, and you know, replace things. So it just made sense to me for my boat and in so many ways. And the guys at Caligo have just been fantastic. I'm on the phone with John like every day and he's very patient with me. So I really appreciate that. The customer service is quite amazing, and the products are, you know, when I got these fittings in the mail, I couldn't believe how beautiful they are. And out it comes. Hello. Hello there. So nice of you to poke your head out. There we go. Easy peasy. And I'm going to pull it really tight. So it's a nice tight berry. There we go. Oh, doesn't that look nice? Isn't that satisfying? Oh my gosh. That's so great. Yeah. Just setting up for the taper. This particular line is 9mm Chinese ducks, and it's 12 strands, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 strands are going to get cut, and the last one's going to be that long. So that's it. I'm going to mark these end ones all the way around, because by the time you get down here you don't have many marks left. You only have 2 lines left when you get to this point, so I want to make sure there's a mark on it. So I'm going to mark them all the way around, trying to mark every strand. You don't have to do this, but there's other ways you can do this, the taper, but this has been working for me, so I'm going with it. Make sure I have them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Perfect. Take my small bit. Open this up. Open up the weave. There we go. So it makes it easier to pull them out. Especially at the end here. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yes. Okay. First one's always the hardest one to pull out. It will pull out eventually. One. 4. 5. Halfway there. And the last 2 we're not going to pull out. We're just going to see them there. All right. There we go. Super sharp ceramic knife. We're going to start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. Okay. All right. Taking care not to cut the other. Alright, you can see I have no more marks left on these at the end for some reason. So, let's see. I have to cut 1 inch. Huh. Well, there's a mark there. Okay, yeah, so I'll cut this one here. And this one here, since it has a mark. And then the last one stays long. And bottom snorkel. Perfect taper. 1 cut every inch. And just gonna bury it back in there now. There it goes. Bye bye. See ya. Boop. You can't even tell where the end is, which is the goal. If you had a straight cut here, there would be a bump, and then it would chafe in there, and it would eventually come apart, destroy the line. I want it to be